Hi everyone, welcome to New Finance, ETC family. Welcome to another video on Ethereum Classic. In this video, I want to cover the nice recovery that we had from ETC testing the lows of $78 once again after the lows of around $76 that we previously had, then having going through an uptrend and never looking back all the way until $114, and how that happened and how we can learn from this scenario going forward in order to protect our investment, not just with ETC but any investment stock or cryptocurrency across the board, guys. I will be talking about the whole market and how that had a major role to play in the price action of ETC and what could happen going forward with a bearish and a bullish scenario, using some technical analysis from a few articles that we will analyze in this video, guys. Before we begin, I want you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you still haven't. Give this video a like, it will help us out a ton, and we'll get more people to watch this video and be educated about their Ethereum Classic investment, and also follow us on Instagram if you want as well. So guys, first of all, want to touch on the whole market being down around 17% out at its lowest when it did crash, and now recovering nicely, be it the whole market being up 9% today. And that all originated from Bitcoin crashing 14% with the news, the fact that Tesla won't be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment due to the amount of energy it consumes, and they were looking for another cryptocurrency that perhaps consumes 1% of what Bitcoin is using at the moment. So that seems very promising for other altcoins, that especially for XRP, Litecoin perhaps, and I've got my eyes on Stellar as well, that could play a huge role in what is coming up with the decisions that Tesla and potentially other companies going forward might be taking, with the craze that we're having about environment and being carbon neutral, with the fact that mining with Bitcoin is going crazy, with miners exceeding use of energy of a whole country in order to mine Bitcoin. Something crazy, as there's one mining firm that is mining Bitcoin that uses more energy than the whole of Japan put together for a whole year. So that's crazy. And if you are someone aware of the environment and what effects this is having, you would potentially step away from Bitcoin and step into another currency that uses a lot less energy. And many companies could follow Tesla and Elon Musk into doing so, giving a surge to the other altcoins as well. I want to touch on the price recovery of ETC. So with the market being down on that day when we saw 17% decline, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum itself dipped below 4,000, causing Ethereum Classic to go as far down as $76. In addition, with some panic selling occurring around $85, and then nicely recovered to above 90, up to $94, but could not hold these for long, and retested around $78 before going all the way up to 114. um looking at Ethereum Classic on Coin Market Cap today, we're up 27% on the price change. Daily lows of 78 and highs of 109. But this chart that we uses Coinbase. So on Coinbase, we did go a little bit higher, with trading volume being up over 13%, 12 billion dollars circulating in ETC. Market dominance is 0.52, and market rank up one position from 18th on 17th. I want to first highlight this article that was published yesterday, talking about when we were trading at this 86 to $99 mark, at which we weren't able to hold, and then found a stable base at a price next support line ranging from 72 to 81. So we couldn't hold this these prices after going up from 76. Went to 94, then came back down to 78, which was within this range before going back up. Although the current setup for ETC price is bearish, bearing in mind this was published yesterday, investors can expect it to rally 20% to $110, coinciding with the 50 SMA. A decisive 4-hour candlestick close above 115 or $115 will signal the uptrend start. In such a case, ETC could surge another 12% to tag the swing high at $128. So in looking at the chart, 1 hour, unfortunately we didn't close. The highest we closed on was 109, which I think is reflected in ETC price here in coin market cap. And so we didn't break that level to have another surge, another 12% surge to 128. He also went to present a bearish scenario, the fact that if we don't close above $114, market participants should consider it a downward trend. The inability of buyers to push ETC beyond the level mentioned above will likely result in the retest of the 100 SMA on 100 SMA at $75. So the fact that we haven't closed that above $114.50, we should be expecting or have this figure in our mind that we could be going to test the 100 SMA on a downward trend at $75. And if we couldn't hold that, the other bearish scenario to look at is $52 if we break 75. The article that was published more recently had a more bullish outlook with ETC, mentioning that ETC targets $500 next. Ethereum Classic price has been locked in a bearish trend following an explosive surge in early May. ETC is building a bull flag pattern with a resistance trend line at $100. Retesting of all-time high level could potentially push ETC to new record highs. So they are using this nice 12-hour chart graph in order to draw these trend lines on the downward trend, the $100 being the resistance and $60 being the support line, and this rise from between $50 and $40 to all-time high as the pull flag, and using this on top of the resistance line at $100 in order to give us that near $500 price target. So they go on to speak about the fact that if we do break the $100 mark resistance here, this line, the odds of an upswing is 80% towards the all-time high at 180. And if we do break the all-time high, what could happen from here onwards is anything could happen since we have no resistance. And from what we saw here with ETC going from $50 to 180, it's well in the possibilities for it to go from 180 all the way to 500. But at the same time, as optimistic as I am, I like to be a realist, and I want to consider the bearish scenario as well. And then she goes on to say Ethereum Classic price action must remain above the critical zone at $74 to add credence to the optimistic outlook. Otherwise, the bulls would lose control, and ETC could break below the flag's lower trend line at $60. And if it does break 74, we could see it test $60. And if it does break $60, we could be looking at $50. And at $50, we have a lot of support. Since it has been trading in that region since from mid April to beginning of May. So guys, the levels to I want you guys to watch in this coming days would be $114. If it does close above 114, we could be seeing surge to 128, and if it does break 128, then we could see 150, 180, and then from that point onwards, there's no resistance, and it can go wherever. Honestly, 500, I wouldn't be surprised. However, being more real with this and being, going with the data, if we don't hold on these prices, if we do start another downward trend, $75 is the one to watch. And if we break $75, um, then we could be going towards $60 and around $50 mark as well. Guys, once again, I'll leave a link to these articles in the description section below. So none of this is financial advice, but just a little bit of research that I've done into ETC, since it is a coin that I am invested in. So please do your own research, with this being a percentage of your research before making your final decision, and you being the only person that makes that final decision. So once again, guys, let me know in the comments what you want to see and what you think might happen with ETC, and your other thoughts that you have with the videos that you want me to do in the coming days. So once again, please subscribe if you still haven't, hit that thumbs up button, and follow us on Instagram as well, and I'll see you in the next one.